Hey everybody, it's Maggie from Personal Euphoria with today's plank story. What do you want to do for movement today? Maybe just round forward, lift the breastbone and bend back, trying to make sure your spine and neck move together. So it's not like just the neck moving a ton, but that you move kind of in unison. That could be a nice one if you don't want to do plank. Although who doesn't want to do plank? Come on, let's lift up into plank. All right, so quarterly, the team at Personal Euphoria, we try to get together and do an activity that's different from all the things we teach. And so on Friday night, we met at a preserve in Lyme with a woman named Regan Stacy, and she took us around on a guided forest bathing experience. Now, I've heard of forest bathing for years, and I've been a little intrigued by it because I'm aware it's really like meditating in the forest, but I struggle with meditation, and I also feel like the name sounds terrible. It makes me think like kind of hokey and nudity, and I don't know, the name doesn't sound like the experience I want. So that's a little unfair to forest bathing. But we got there, first of all, this preserve, Pleasant Valley Preserve in Lyme is what it was spectacularly beautiful, quiet, very peaceful. And then Regan basically guided us through some gentle breathing, some gentle stretches. We sat down along a river for a little while. She would encourage us to notice all our senses, which is really important in meditation and stress reduction, right? Not just visualization, but what do we hear? What do we smell? She even incorporated taste by having a little tea party of pine tea for us. And what kept striking me most of all was, one, how hard it was for me to move slowly. I'm like someone who's fast and rushing through everything, right? So to calm down and move slow was a challenge, which I've learned before. But also how when you stop and really look at the forest, it reminded me of so many times when I was a kid and you're just playing, and it like brought on creativity, and the forest just looks like it wants to be a story, like a world of make-believe, and you'd play in it, or that the trees have sort of their own personalities and you could craft that into a story, or they have their own story. And then when she had the tea party, there was like this childlike sense of wonder again. And I don't know, there was something magnificent in the whole thing. And the research behind it actually supports it. So, right, like the trees release chemicals that boost our immune system. They boost our spirits. There's research that indicates that walking through the woods and around trees reduces our blood pressure and reduces our cortisol levels. So anyway, maybe you want to try forest bathing. I can't recommend Regan Stacy enough. Or maybe you just want to take your own walk at Pleasant Valley Preserve in Lyme. If you haven't been there, it would be a new place to go. So I hope you take a few deep breaths. I hope you notice all your senses today. And as always, that was a 2.5 minute plank. I hope you keep moving.